about 10 or 15 feet from where I stood. It seemed that one of the birds was gathering the nesting material while the other was doing the actual construction. The dove that was collecting the materials was very particular about its work. Each time it returned with a single, straight, thin stick, always the same length, I would say just about 4 inches long, and always perfectly straight. No crooked sticks in this nest. It was a very simple nest that they were building. Small and rather flat. I opened the window at one point and I said to them, you know, I have seen more impressive nests in National Geographic. That did not seem to bother them at all. They went right on building their nest in their own way. A few days later, there was a strong storm with heavy winds, and during the storm I looked out the window and I was wondering how this nest was holding up. The wind was bending the trunk of the slender tree and whipping the branches all around, but there was the nest, right where they had constructed it, holding up perfectly well. After that, I was sorry about what I had said to those birds. The next time I saw them, I told them I had changed my opinion of their nest after seeing it holding up so well in the wind. I would like to say here just a few words about a pair of birds who built a nest that has proved to be a very good and sturdy nest indeed. This nest was built with a set of definite convictions and commitments. A commitment to family, an embrace of creativity, a love for exploration, much hospitality, a commitment to service, and an astounding capacity for plain hard work. These were the sticks they wove together in a process of true partnership and in a marriage of profound mutual love and respect. The two birds I speak of, like mourning doves, mated for life. They brought forth out of their nest a remarkable brood of offspring. Their nest was so effectively built and so well maintained that it stood up through many decades and through many storms. The nest they built together was a strong and safe platform on which their children grew and thrived, and from which they explored the world as their curiosities and their passions moved them. And it was an expandable nest, enlarging to provide a loving welcome to the brides and children of those three sons and to a multitude of friends. In ordinary arithmetic, 1 plus 1 equals 2. However, in the mathematics of human relationships, when two lives are joined together, 1 plus 1 does not equal 2. The right one plus the right one equals 5 or 10 or 100 or who knows. So it has been with this pair. Together they have been more than 2. They blended their energy and creativity in ways that yielded for themselves deep personal satisfaction, while at the same time their synergy has enabled them to be extraordinary teachers and mentors, leaders and guides to so many others. They have accomplished amazing things, made extraordinary contributions to their community, their church, and to the arts. They have been builders and doers. My metaphor may be thoroughly exhausted right now, but I would like to say one more thing about this nest built by this remarkable duo. It is still there, as strong as ever. One of the two principal architects and builders is gone from us. But his very being and the principles that were embodied in his marriage, in his fathering and in his grandfathering, and in his vocations and avocations are embedded in everything that he has left behind. And the love with which he loved his mate and his family, his friends, his work, and his church is circulating around in this very moment, even here, in this very place, and it will continue to circulate invisibly down the stream of time. We've already heard many things about Carl H. Gmoser today, and we will be hearing more, including a speech by Carl himself. I do not recall the last time I heard someone providing a speech for their own memorial service, but I think there are a number of firsts here today. We are using many words here today to describe paradoxically a man of few words. I shall leave it to Carl in his own words, and to his son Andrew in his words, to complete the reminiscences of this young man. I will simply say to Lou and to your splendid sons and your splendid daughters-in-law, your grandchildren, to Carl's brother, all your family, I will simply say to you that there is a very sweet feeling in my heart when I see Carl's face and I remember his voice. And I know that I am one of so many, obviously, of so many who can say that. Whatever we may say of Carl's qualities and accomplishments, the simplest and the most sacred thing we know is the way that he touched our hearts and touches them even now. As we see Carl's face and hear his voice, we are simply grateful and we are simply blessed. For this, we give thanks to God. We are so grateful for the gift of Carl's life. We offer now his life back to God for whatever mysterious purposes God now has in store for this gentle soul we all love. Grace and peace to you, Carl, our brother. Grace and peace to each of you.